What's up guys, Kenneth here, and this is a bike sizing video part 2. We are not getting into bike fitting just yet, we are still talking about bike sizing. In the video part 1 we were talking about just basic rules of the top tube length and seat tube length. We were talking about stand over test, just stand over the bike and check what's the distance between your body and the top tube. And how do you feel on the frame set. And we should be realistic. Most of the people who are not sticking to the cycling so much or not going to be training, they will use just those basic methods, basic rules, and it will be enough for them. But then if you are into cycling already, or you are thinking about sticking to buying a bike and sticking to it for many years, it would be a good idea to understand some other method, and it is about stock and reach. I really recommend that you go for Cervelo website that explains that and shows you different size of the bikes based on stock and reach sizing and also top tube, seat tube length sizing. The difference is quite huge, I would say. I'm putting the link just beneath the video and I'm gonna explain that to you just in a few words. What stock and reach is. Basically it's the distance between the top of the head tube and our bottom bracket. Stock is the vertical distance between those two. So stock in this bike is vertical distance between those 2 points, and it's around 56 centimeters on my bike. And then reach is how far you reach, not from the saddle but from the bottom bracket to the head tube, top of the head tube. In this bike that would be, let's say, around 40 centimeters, right? So reach is the horizontal one, stock is the vertical one. Why those two dimensions and not just a whole top tube and seat tube length? It's all because of the bottom bracket. I'm not sure why is it so, but still most of the manufacturers would give you the bike sizing based on the top tube and seat tube length. And now, for some of the frames, shorter top tube doesn't mean shorter reach, because by shortening the top tube, many manufacturers will just change the angle of the seat tube, making it more steep, but the bottom bracket against the head tube is still the same, so it doesn't change. But don't we change the reach? Yes, we will change the distance from the tip of the saddle to the stem or to the shifter or whatever, but we should remember that we have legs and the bottom bracket doesn't move. That's why bike sizing based on the real distance between bottom bracket, the center of our pedaling, to the end of our frame set, it matters the most. Let me show you it just by exaggerating it a little bit. Alright, so I'm now clipped into my pedals and I'm on my 56 centimeters frame, and I'm happy with this one, and it's all just fine for me. But then let's say that I'm shorter. I'm not 182 centimeters, I'm 175 centimeters, and I'm riding 54 centimeters frame. And if this frame would be frame size would be based just on the top tube and seat tube length, that would mean that this top tube would be 2 centimeters shorter, the seat tube would be steeper, and you will see what happens. I'm moving forward, right? I'm moving forward. What actually moves? My bottom moves, my knees move, but my legs, my feet don't move. They will stay on the crankset, and that means that my knee is moving forward. We'll be talking about it in the bike fitting part, but the general rule is that we want the edge of our knee be just above the axle of the pedal axle. And if I'm moving with my saddle to the front, or I'm moving with the different bike size to the front because the seat tube will be steeper, my knee will move to the front. And I do not want that to happen. So it's really strange, but in some frames, unfortunately for Cannondale 2, the shorter or the smaller size of the frame will not mean the smaller reach for you. And sometimes the larger size of the frame will have smaller or shorter reach. That's why checking the stock and reach on your bike matters so much. I'm quite happy to see how Cervelo explains that. It doesn't seem to be for me just the marketing stuff. It's a real game. It's a real improvement in terms of bike sizing. I mean, this Cannondale bike sizing is based on top tube and seat tube length, but for me this one 56 centimeters is just great. But if you're looking for some bike, especially for, I don't know, time trialing or road bike that you're gonna spend many hours on, just check also the stack and reach, check the geometry, and then you will know what size will really fit you. Cervelo says that thanks to the stack and reach based sizing on their frames, 98% of the frames would fit to the people, or their frames would fit to the 98% of the people. So this is something that we should consider also, stack and reach on our bikes. And I will see you soon in the next video. We are moving forward to bike fitting. We'll be talking about our pedals and cleats and our saddles, and then we'll try to fit myself into different kind of bikes of different geometries and different type of cycling. So thanks for watching this video. I will appreciate your comments and any questions just below, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.